Hello, welcome to Osias's road to, well, Champ 2 so far. I have been searching for a beginning. What kind of Rocket League video did I want to publish? Initially, long ago, I said if I ever make it to Champ, I wanted to do a montage of all these amazing shots it took for me to make it to Champ. But montage videos leave out all the context and the work of what it really took to get to the point of the crescendo that the montage video is displaying. Also, as I look back on once was amazing, is now just mediocre or expected. If you really think about it, rising to the upper echelon of Rocket League is not about flashy shots or one-trick pony skills. It's really about being smart, consistent, and using high probability plays to outwork your opponents. Now that short statement, while accurate, leaves so much to be desired. It doesn't even begin to transcend how important being a good teammate is, or even what that means, such as being in good position, always leaving your teammates in good position, not being greedy, and knowing how to properly rotate. There is 100 other tubers that have already made great training content. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, nor do I think I can somehow improve upon it. With 4 seasons of Champ rewards in multiple categories, a pretty solid foundation in Champ 2 now, 90% of which I soloed. However, shout out, you will see some friends in this video, know who you are. So this is what I want you to walk away with. The culmination of all my knowledge to this point, with a logical game plan and a positive perspective on how to approach getting better. Let's start with a baseline of what you as a Rocket League player should understand. Now, being able to execute mechanics doesn't apply to what I'm discussing here, just understanding of what I'm talking about and what you should be doing. I highly recommend grinding through all the valid online training videos you can, especially videos pertaining to topics of positioning, rotation, shadow defense, last defender, knowing when to tackle, how to learn various mechanics, communications, what your vehicle position and orientation says to your teammates or others, what you need to understand about momentum. I mean, really, the list is endless of what you can learn. So I'm gonna have to name drop some of my favorites here. Sunless Khan in the series Why You Suck at Rocket League, Musty, Squishy Muffins, just a few. They're like my holy grail of a starting point. Without going through some of their videos, much of what I'm discussing here might be lost upon you. Nobody is a one-stop shop. There are a bunch of solid content creators out there dropping knowledge bombs that you can digest. When in a slump, revert back to more training videos, new sources, and more free play. So again, I can't reinvent the wheel. Let's talk about what I want to add. It's time to set the stage. You're the main character in a video game. Yeah, you're a car soccer athlete. Your primary quest is to become the #1 Grandmaster in the world. The rules are as follows. You compete on the ladder. If you win, you go up. If you lose, you go down. Between each competitive match, you get a training session. Depending on what category you choose to train in and how well you train determines how many training points you earn in that category. Sounds great, right? It's easy to learn, it's hard to master, highly addictive. Let's lay out the foundation for you. Each category caps out at 4 points, and there are a total of 100 categories, thus allowing any given car soccer athlete to potentially have 400 skill points in total. Let's take a skill, say corner goal defense. If you were to have a 0 in it, well, your teammates would hate you because an infant could score upon you. If you would have a 1 in it, well, you would be working to improve it because you know how bad you are. If you have a 2 in it, well, it's a 50-50 chance you're going to block it. If you have a 3 in it, well, you're starting to get in that zone. 80% of the time, you're shutting it down. And if you have a 4, well, you bet on you. You're not getting in this goal. It's like 95% of the time, you're on lockdown. Training sessions can yield 0 to 3 points. Typically, a training session is going to cap out at 2 points with an average or an above average training session. However, to achieve a 3-point training session, you would need to string together several competitive matchmaking wins and have an above average training session. So here is the rub and the cold hard truth. Atrophy. Between each match, no matter what, you will lose a single skill point from 2 random categories every single time, and every now and then when you lose a string of matches, you'll lose another point from a 3rd category. Yes, you get to train a single category back up, but you're constantly playing catch-up, a game of whack-a-mole in which you only have one paddle with multiple targets. You maintain, hone, or train something new so you're strong where you need to be at the cost of letting something else be average or even weak. What this really means is based upon your skill level is likely how many points you as a car soccer athlete can keep stocked on your player character. Skill point distribution is likely curved at both ends of the spectrum. But again, with a total possibility of 400 points per car soccer athlete, and starting at the upper echelon, pro players in this game float around 330 points. No one really gets above this. A grand champ, likely around 290. And as a final example, a Diamond 1, roughly around 200. From here, do some math and fill in the blanks. The point I'm attempting to make is, it is very important to consider what you spend your time maintaining, sharpening, and the further tools you want to add to your wheelhouse. With a potential, say, 100 skill categories in total, clearly not all skill categories are created equal. This is what I really wanted to drive home. Certain skills you'll want to keep as high as possible at all times, no matter what. Others, as long as they're good enough or good enough for your current rank, is all that matters. While other skills, no matter what your rank, are purely for show and tell. Let them rot in hell till you have nothing else to train. The examples and categories I'm about to provide are to further the discussion along this thought process. You can disagree with the structure or think I missed something, sure. Set it up how you like. I will tell you right now I missed one of the most important ones, teamwork. Here are the low-hanging fruit, most important skills to keep at their max at all times. Next to it are more in-depth specialized categories. You will notice I added stars in front of some skills. This purpose is twofold. One, it's so you don't worry about these skills till you reach roughly a certain skill level. Two, because you shouldn't or won't have the excess skill points available to spend in them till you reach it. A single star, don't worry about it till you're high plat, maybe even diamond. A double star, I wouldn't concern myself with it till I'm diamond, maybe even starting to encroach on champ. A triple star, I almost never worry about it at all, certainly not until I'm champ. If you're learning these skills prior to these levels, you're leaving yourself weak somewhere vastly more important to your ranking up process. To the fun stuff, or stupid stuff list. The whole point of this entire spiel was to lay the foundation to provide reasoning to discuss and poke fun at the people that do the stupid stuff. No, seriously, flip resets, ceiling shots, and air dribbles across the entire map really all fall into the same category. At a high level play, for the most part, they're easily read, blocked, and have very low probability of success. The only thing you're achieving is fooling your teammates into thinking you lost possession of the ball, causing a double commit, ultimately turning the ball over, likely with a 2v1 going the other way. Now, why queue for matches with teammates if you're not going to utilize them and put them into poor situations like this? Demo dummies? Just one word. Quit tilting, start positioning. Chipping your teammates is a tough one to restrain yourself from doing. If you The only time I don't consider it chipping is when it happens in the corners. Just wait for it to clear. Outside of this, don't overstay your welcome and sit under the ball. Fire with momentum or clear. You don't have to touch everything. You have teammates for a reason with a better line on the ball and gusto to hit it with. Trust them. Chipping just kills team rotation, trust, and potential scoring capabilities. Ball chasing, spamming, blaming your teammates, forfeiting too soon. All of these really can be boiled down to a few things. The golden rule. You want good teammates? Act like a good teammate. Change starts within. You only control you. None of these negative actions will have winning consequences, so don't do them. Be a good teammate. Help each other out and share in the success. The skill I missed, the most important one of them all, teamwork. Doesn't matter what type of skill level or team you get dealt, be it passive, aggressive, balanced, figure it out. Safeguard against each other's weaknesses. Maximize each other's strengths. Don't dwell on the negatives. Forgive each other and turn it into a positive winning formula. Wrap up the negative Nancy section. Your rank is what you deserve. The MMR system actually works really well because of what I've outlined above. If you're going to disagree and say you should be ranked higher, you're so much faster and you know how to do X. Okay, cool. Clearly, you're weak in Y and Z, which in the weighting system is more important than your X. Perhaps you're not as strong in X as you thought you were. Maybe it's time to take a good hard look in the mirror. In closing, thank you for listening to me rant and for watching my long overdue montage video. I truly hope you enjoy the rest of the highlights and music instead of my raving mad commentary.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Lock your Soyuz hatch and put your helmet on.
10,
Ground control to Major Tom.
7, 6,
Commencing countdown, engines on.
2,
Detach from station and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. But it's time to guide the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I've left forevermore, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing left to do.